Hello, Miss Integracia students. This is Mrs. Martin, your librarian, and I wanted to create this little clip just to give you a little bit of a reminder about Noodle Tools since you have your annotated bibliography assignment coming up. Sorry I couldn't be with you today. I'm working with another class in the library, but feel free to come see me if you have any further questions about Noodle Tools. So just a reminder, you can go to noodletools.com. You sign up with your school Google account, and you have free access to this account through our subscription. So you may have other projects, or this may be a blank slate. Just depends on if you've used Noodle Tools or not. So first thing I like to do is create a new project. That way I know exactly where all my resources are going to go. So it's my understanding that you'll have 7 current event assignment or articles in addition to using Gale opposing viewpoints. So let's call this Current Events Research Project. You always want to use MLA format and then advanced. Alright, so my project has been created. Now I want to start with my sources. So let me show you right here. I'll click sources and you want to create a new citation. So I was just looking at this article in Gale World History database. I think Mr. Owens wants you to focus on Gale opposing viewpoints, just as a reminder. But anyway, this one's on censorship, which I know was a possible topic. And you can see here it's from the International Encyclopedia of Social Sciences. It's important to know what kind of source you found in the database because Noodle Tools will ask you that information so that they can properly cite it. So in Noodle Tools, there is a nice feature, Citation Tools, which gives you the MLA citation. You just want to make sure that it looks correct and it's in proper format. These are generated citations, so they're not always perfect. But for the most part, this one looks good. You can export it into Noodle Tools right here, or you can copy and paste this into Noodle Tools. So I'm just going to show you the copy and paste method. So again, if I go back to Noodle Tools, I'm telling Noodle Tools I found a database source, and again it was encyclopedia, which would be categorized as reference. Let me see, here we go. And you may need to fill in all these boxes, name of the database, the author, but remember, because Gale created the citation for me, I was able to copy it, and I'm going to paste it right here. So you're going to paste it into this box. Now, let's move on to the annotation section because that is right here. It says create an annotated source list, click save and add annotation below. So let's do that. So what this is doing is it's going to connect my annotation with that exact source I just added. So it's of course very helpful for this assignment. You are going to be writing a minimum of 6 sentences about your source, and so the last thing you want to do is confuse it with the wrong title. So it's another benefit of using Noodle Tools. Right here is where you will add those 6 or more sentences, and I just wanted to clarify with you all. I spoke to Mr. Owens, and what he means by summary and relevance. So basically, it says in the instructions your annotation includes a summary of the source. So basically, what did you get out of it? What was the main message? What was the author's argument? So maybe a few sentences, 2 or 3 on the summary. Also included in your annotation is the relevance of the source to your topic. So I interpret that as, how is it relevant to your research? How is this particular source relevant? Also, did it help you understand your topic? So, what did you learn from it? And then lastly, and this is huge for this assignment, how did it help show you continuity and change? So I think by answering those questions, you'll be able to have the minimum of the 6-sentence minimum that is needed. So you'll add your annotation, save it, and it will be, again, added. You can access it right here. Here's your citation. Oh, it would be down here. I wrote the word annotation. So it's all organized. Let's do another source before I sign off. I found it was a New York Times article, so we're going to click website and newspaper, and let me pull that up. Oops. Here we go. So China's top ideologue calls for tight controls of the internet. Let me bring this over so you can see it. I like to minimize my screens when filling in these Noodle Tools boxes. So basically, I told Noodle Tools I have a newspaper article. So they want the URL. They want the date I found it or accessed it. Most likely it will be pretty recent, maybe today. The name of the container website. So it says, specify the website in which you view the digital reproduction. So it's contained on the New York Times website. And the author I have right here. Article title. English translation, you can skip that. You can skip this part. It's not a paper copy. Name of newspaper. Publication city. It does say you can leave this blank for a nationally published newspaper. So I think most people know where the New York Times is from. And then it was December 3rd, 2017. Edition will also leave blank because it's not a print copy. So we have filled in all the information regarding the source, and then again for this assignment you're going to add an annotation. Fill that out. And now we can go back to, the home page here with our sources, and you can see everything's listed. And there is a way right here to export this when you're done with it, when you're ready to turn it in. You can export it to Word or put it into a Google Doc. So I hope that was helpful. Some of this should have been review, but again, I wanted to emphasize about the annotations. Basically, it's a summary or evaluation of the sources that you used. You're basically showing that you understand their content and showing how the source has helped you. Another tip that I've learned over the years from doing annotated bibliographies, do them right away as you read the article. Take those notes, start annotating it. There's nothing worse than having to reread an article a week or two later and annotate it, and understand it from the beginning because you forgot about it. So hopefully all these tips have helped, and good luck on your project. Thank you.